front here. Let's have a look. Who have we got? We've got... oh, and I'll tell you what. No, we're giving him a warm-up lap. So, well, I assume we're giving him a warm-up lap. No, they're underway. So that was quick. I didn't even see the flag go out on that one. So let's pick out. So let's pick out and see where they are and who's in the lead and who's doing what. So as they head down now over the into turn one, and it's Mark Halls and Neville Mickelson at the front on that BLR 600 lead from Adam Unsworth and Bryce Rose on the Windle Honda 1000. That's good finish for those guys. Up the hill they come with the drop down into the Porsche Dipper for the first of their 6 tours, and it is the Halls Mickelson bike at the front.
It is. The other guy must have run off.
Oh, hang on, we've lost somebody. Where is he? Where's he gone? Hang on, well, let's let them get themselves sorted out across the line here. There's good scrap going on there for the lead at the moment as they're 2 abreast going around the Dale ITM sweeper. So up the hill they come now, and good fight for this group here as they come across the start-finish stripe. Right, and it is the BLR 600 of Halls and Mickelson from Unsworth and Rose on the Windle Honda 1000, and then Lawrence behind them in the Suzuki 1000. Let's watch them come down now under the bridge for the second time. And that, yep, that shorter wheelbase bike has certainly good through the twisty bits there. And the long wheelbase one behind them is a little bit, when they get on the straights, that's where it seems to come back at them. So down through the high pull hairpin they go. And it is the BLR from the Windle Honda as they head up the hill now with the Suzuki 1000, the LCR just sitting in behind him. Drop down into the Porsche Dipper, and Halls and Mickelson lead from Unsworth and Rose, and then we go back to the Lawrence brothers as they fire off down the short straightaway towards the Dale ITM sweeper. Then we go a little bit further back to to MacArthur and New on the Anderson R1 1000. Out of that bottom corner they come the climb up the hill, and we're looking for our. Still not a lot of gap between these two at the front. Just enough as they come across the start-finish stripe. Let's have a look. 0.3 of a second as they come across the line, and with a 17.04 for the BLR 600. And then we go back to Rose, Unsworth and Rose. Down under the bridge for third place, Lawrence and Lawrence team. Through the up and over, heading down there. And I tell you what, that 1988 Windle Honda F1000 is not that far away from the BLR as they come out of there, heading up the hill. So you're talking about 1,000 against the 600. Here you go. Look at this, down into the Porsche Dipper now, and that 1,000's right on them as they come out of there. The little 600, they must have missed a gear or something coming up the hill. We have a lead change as Unsworth and Rose take it from Halls and Mickelson as they head down into the Dale ITM sweeper now. But then, then that. Little BLR comes back at them and goes right round the outside of them as they climb out of there and come up the hill. So the handling on the BLR certainly got it over the Windell, but the Windell's with the bigger engine has obviously got the straight line squirt. So let's keep an eye on them now. Down into turn one goes the big bike with the smaller one in hot pursuit. And I tell you what, Lawrence in the Suzuki 1000, they've just set the fastest lap of the race, so they're chasing hot pursuit now. We could have another one of these three-way scraps at the front, folks. This is starting to shape up to be a real good one. Down under the bridge they go. Unsworth and Rose lead Neville and Mickelson through there, and then right in behind them it's the two Lawrence brothers as they chase them through there, down through the up and over, down into the high pull hairpin, and that little BLR's climbing all over the back of the Windell bike, and then out of there comes, and then we look a little bit further back to the LCR Suzuki that's chasing them. Over the brow they go, down into the Porsche Dipper. The swinger's hanging right to the inside of the bikes, just about climbing right out of them now as they head off down the straightaway towards the Dale ITM sweeper. This time the lead bike, that 88 Windell F1 Honda 1000, is has got the legs on that little 650 behind it, but through the sweeper there, look at that 650 just take the real estate away from the bigger bike in the front. Meanwhile, the Suzuki LCR is chasing him down across the start-finish stripe now. One of the slower bikes in the one of the back markers jumps out of the way. Across the start-finish stripe now, and once again the LCR sets the fastest lap of the race with a 15.765 as opposed to a 17.04 for the BLR and a 16.445 for the Suzuki F1. And have we got a change? I think we've had a change of position here. Let's have a look as we come down towards the through the up and over, heading down into the higher pool hairpin. And it's still the Suzuki at the front, and it is no, the BLR still hanging on to second position there, with the Suzuki 1000 coming through in third. But that Suzuki's all over the back now of the BLR. Meanwhile, that's allowing the Honda at the front to ease out. A drag race between the two now down between the 650, and I think that Suzuki's just taken the position away from the little Wandell Honda. Now look at the little Honda right round the outside of the sweeper, right around the outside of the bigger bike. But this is what's keeping him in the race. Unfortunately, when it comes to the straights, that little 650 hasn't got the grunt of the fight with the 1 litres in front of him. But now let's keep an eye on him across the start-finish line now, and it is Lawrence, and Lawrence up in the second position. And they are still quicker than the quicker of the 3 bikes as they go down under the bridge for the third time. Another back marker in the way that they've look at, you can see that thing of the Lawrence brothers squirming under brakes as they try and take real estate away from the Honda in front of them. Over the up and over they go, heading down into the high pool hairpin. But look at the little BLR coming back at them now in that tight twisty stuff. He's just managing to hang on to them and pulls them back. Climb up the hill here now. Watch him under brakes into the dipper. And that little Honda just can't, sorry, that little BLR just can't quite stay with the 2 bigger bikes in front of him. But look at the speed of the Suzuki now as it's tracking the Honda down as they go down to the Dale ITM sweeper. Right on his tail as he goes through there now. Expect to look for a pass coming up the hill here, because I think the Suzuki's now, he's in the slipstream and he goes out for a wider line as they climb up the hill there. You can see the swingers climbing right down low in the cockpits of these things. And the Suzuki round the outside, and he takes the lead away from the Honda as they come across the start-finish stripe and that was it. That was a checkered flag lap. So right on the line there, it is with the fastest lap of the race, the 2006 LCR Suzuki 1000 of Chris Lawrence and Richard Lawrence take it away with the fastest lap on the last lap of 1:15.233. From second place, Adam Unsworth and Bryce Rose in the Wendell F1 Honda 1000. And that's an old bike too. It's a 1988 bike, that one. So you're looking at something that's nigh on 21 years old. And actually, no, it's 31 years old. And then we go back to Mark Halls and Neville Mickelson with the 2009 BLR 600 from Dave MacArthur and Tony New on the Anderson R1 1000. Peterson Combs and the next one through, then it's Warren Burke and Ian Burke on the 88 Honda CBR 1000.